Embrace the quiet. In the hustle and bustle of life, we often forget the power of silence. Silence, my friends, is not simply the absence of noise. It's a space, a respite, a pause that allows us to breathe, to reflect, and to simply be. Let's delve a little deeper into the importance of silence in our daily lives. We live in a world that is constantly buzzing with information, distractions, and noise. This continuous bombardment can often leave us feeling overwhelmed, stressed, and disoriented. But what if we could hit the pause button? What if we could create a silent space amidst all this chaos? Silence, believe it or not, can be that oasis of calm. It's in these quiet moments that we can truly reflect on our thoughts, our feelings, and even our actions. It's like holding up a mirror to ourselves and taking a good hard look. And the beauty of this reflection is that it helps us think clearly, aids in decision-making, and even fosters creativity. Now, if you're wondering whether this is all just philosophical mumbo-jumbo, let me assure you it's not. Some of the most successful people around the world practice silence as part of their routine. Take Bill Gates, for instance. The co-founder of Microsoft is known to take a week off twice a year for what he calls think weeks. Completely isolated, no disturbances, just him, his thoughts, and silence. But it's not just about reflection or decision-making. Silence is also about being present, about grounding yourself in the here and now. It's about experiencing the world around you, in all its richness, without the constant chatter of the mind. It's about truly listening, not just to others, but also to your own self. So, the next time you find yourself caught up in the whirlwind of life, try to carve out a silent moment for yourself. You might just be surprised at what you discover in that quiet. Remember, silence is not the absence of something but the presence of everything. Minimalism is not just about having fewer things, it's about creating space for what truly matters. Just as this statement rings true, so does the profound relationship between minimalism and silence. They are two sides of the same coin, two companions on the journey towards a more mindful, intentional life. Minimalism and silence, they're like the best of friends, each complementing the other in a beautiful dance of simplicity and tranquility. They both teach us the art of subtraction, of peeling away the unnecessary, the distractions, the noise, and focusing on the essentials. Consider minimalism. It's about making conscious decisions to possess less, to declutter, to simplify. It's about understanding that less is more and that having less can indeed make us more content. Just as silence is to sound, minimalism is to material possessions. It's about creating a space that echoes with tranquility, that breathes with serenity. On the other hand, silence is the minimalism of sound. It's about seeking those moments of quiet, of stillness amidst the chaos of our everyday lives. It's about appreciating the absence of noise, the beauty of quietude, and the peace that comes with it. And what happens when we bring these two practices together? Magic. The magic of a life lived with intention, with clarity. A life where every possession, every sound has a purpose, a meaning. So how can you incorporate minimalism and silence into your daily life? Start small. Declutter your living space, one room at a time. Discard what you don't need, what doesn't serve you. Embrace the beauty of empty spaces, of clean, uncluttered surfaces. In terms of silence, carve out moments in your day for quiet reflection. It could be early in the morning before the world wakes up, or late at night when everyone else is asleep. Use this time to connect with yourself, to listen to your inner voice, to find peace within the silence. In essence, minimalism and silence are not about deprivation, but about enrichment. They're about creating a life that resonates with your true self, a life that sings with authenticity. Minimalism and silence together offer a pathway to peace and clarity. Scene script. Words are powerful, but so is silence. The power of silence is often overlooked in our busy, noisy world, yet it can be a potent tool in our communication arsenal. When we think of communication, we often picture an exchange of words. However, silence can communicate just as effectively, if not more so. Consider the concept of listening silence. This is when we consciously choose to remain quiet, to truly hear what the other person is saying. It's not about preparing our next response or rebuttal, but about understanding their perspective. It's about creating a space where their thoughts and feelings can flourish. For instance, imagine a friend sharing a personal struggle. Instead of interjecting with advice or your own experiences, you opt for listening silence. This silent empathy can often provide more comfort than any words could. It communicates, "I'm here for you. I'm listening." Then there's reflective silence. This is when we pause to absorb what's been said, to contemplate it. It's a silence that communicates thoughtfulness and respect for the speaker's words. Let's take a business meeting as an example. A team member proposes a new idea. Instead of immediately responding, you allow for a moment of reflective silence. This communicates that you're considering their suggestions seriously, that you value their input. It can foster an environment of mutual respect and open dialogue. But silence isn't just about what we don't say, it's also about what we don't do. In the digital age, silence can mean putting away our devices, turning off notifications, and giving someone our full attention. It's a powerful way to say, "You matter to me." Of course, silence is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a tool, to be used wisely and appropriately. But when used effectively, it can enhance our communication, deepen our connections, and foster understanding. So the next time you find yourself in a conversation, remember, words are powerful, but silence can be too. Sometimes, it's what we don't say that makes the biggest impact. Silence speaks when words can't. Silence is more than just a state of quiet, it has a physical, psychological impact on us. This may sound surprising, but silence has a science to it, a fascinating one that we are going to delve into. Scientists have found that silence has a profound effect on our brains. When we are exposed to noise, our bodies release cortisol, the stress hormone, that can lead to increased heart rate, high blood pressure, and mental fatigue. Conversely, being in a silent environment can lower these stress markers. Silence allows our brains to relax, reducing tension and promoting overall well-being. But the science of silence doesn't stop there. Research has shown that silence can also enhance our cognitive functions. A study from Duke University discovered that 2 hours of silence per day prompted the development of new cells in the hippocampus, the region of the brain associated with memory, emotions, and learning. This implies that silence can actually make us smarter, improving our memory and learning capabilities. Silence also plays a role in boosting creativity. When our minds are quiet, we can tap into our deepest thoughts and ideas, uncluttered by the hustle and bustle of the world around us. It's like giving your brain a blank canvas to paint on, allowing it to explore and create without any disturbances. It's no wonder that many great thinkers and artists have cherished silence, using it as a tool to fuel their creativity. Furthermore, silence can also promote self-awareness and introspection. In the absence of noise, we are left alone with our thoughts, providing us with the opportunity to reflect and understand ourselves better. It's like holding up a mirror to our mind, giving us a chance to observe and learn from our thoughts and emotions. The science of silence is indeed fascinating, revealing the profound impact of quiet on our physical and mental health. It's about time we start to appreciate the power of silence and incorporate it into our daily lives. After all, as the saying goes, silence is golden. But it seems that silence is not just golden, it's more than that. It's a key to our well-being, a secret to our mental prowess, and a catalyst for our creativity. Silence, it appears, is not merely golden. It is paramount to our health. Finding silence in today's noisy world can be a challenge, but it's a challenge worth embracing. In our ever-connected, always-on-the-go society, moments of quiet can be few and far between. Yet, it's in these precious pockets of peace where we can truly connect with ourselves and the world around us. So how can we invite more of these moments into our lives? It starts by acknowledging that silence isn't something to fear, but rather a tool to harness. It's a space for introspection, for recharge, for growth. One of the most practical ways to embrace silence is through meditation. This ancient practice invites stillness into our minds, giving us a chance to tune out the noise and tune into our inner selves. Whether it's for 5 minutes or 50, meditation can help us cultivate a sense of calm and clarity amidst the chaos. Another way to embrace silence is through nature walks. The rustling leaves, the chirping birds, the gentle sway of the trees, all of these are nature's orchestra, a symphony of silence that can soothe our souls. By immersing ourselves in nature, we can connect with a silence that's alive, vibrant, and deeply healing. But embracing silence doesn't always require a grand gesture. Sometimes it's as simple as sitting quietly for a few minutes each day. Maybe it's with a cup of tea in the morning, or perhaps it's under the stars at night. These moments, however brief, allow us to slow down, to breathe, to simply be. Of course, embracing silence is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a personal journey, a quest for quiet that looks different for everyone. Some might find silence in a crowded room, others in the solitude of their own company. Some might seek it in the grandeur of nature, others in the simplicity of their own breath. In the end, silence is a personal journey. It's about finding your own quiet amidst the noise. It's about embracing the stillness within and around you, and cherishing those moments of tranquility in our otherwise noisy world.